It all started with just a vote, a single choice in a sea of millions. And suddenly, people we loved vanished. Godparents to our children, lifelong friends, all gone with just a click, with a comment, with silence. That's when the seed was planted. Don't Unfriend Me wasn't just a name, it was a plea, a line in the sand, a refusal to let politics tear apart what humanity once held so sacred. We didn't set out to build a movement. We set out to tell the truth, even when it hurt. Long hours, lost sleep, more setbacks than anyone will ever see. There were days it felt like we were shouting into the void, but we kept showing up. Not for clicks, not for clout, but because this matters. We pushed through the doubt, the algorithm throttling, the shadow bans, the isolation, the nights we sat at the mic with empty inboxes and broken spirits. And still, we stayed. We persevered, because we knew there was something here worth fighting for. For years, thousands of hours, laughter, heartache, raw conversations with real people. And now, it all leads to this. One night, one room, one moment. We can agree, we can disagree. You can love me, or you can hate me. Just don't unfriend me. It all starts right now.
Do you want the truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop unfriend me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up on the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's dog.
Turn mine down just another smidge. Thank you.
Come on, man. Can you feel the pain? Into him now. About the new world. Ain't no track. Papa's got a brand new eye.
Hey guys, Barry Morgenstein, America's headshot photographer, coming to you from my New York City studio. Great friend of the Dumb Show. It is now time to put down the camera because it's almost 7 p.m. and I'm gonna watch the coolest, the most real and raw show on the internet. It's on every night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the coolest guys, Matt, Olivia, Leroy, and Amy. You guys have to tune in to see it. It's gonna be something incredible every night. Check it out.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
Amber Black 782. It's hard to believe there were 781 others of you. Who you calling dummy, you dummy. It's
Okay.
pretty self-explanatory. Wow. It's amazing. Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Good to have everybody here. Hope everyone is doing well. It was a good weekend. Everyone have a good weekend?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it was a long weekend, but it was a good one. I always like it.
We survived.
Yeah, 16 birthday, but we got other stuff to talk about before we do that. We had Ryan Samuels on. Last week, we are going to have a bunch of new people. We're going to get that updated. Damani Felder on June 5th, right, Liv?
Yep.
After
That will also be the jacket
Who
giveaway.
else?
Next week will be Ryan Weaver.
Yep.
19th, Dave Bondi will be back. And then June 26th, Gary Brugman, who is ex-Border Patrol, who President Trump pardoned. Then Damani will be back in for the first Friday of July. And then July 8th, Tim Brown, who is a New York City police officer, or fireman, who was in Tower 2 when it collapsed.
Crazy.
And
lots of good
many
stuff.
more. Lisa Regina will be back with one of her producers in July.
Yep, but we don't have time for that. So that's, I'm sorry, we're at 25 seconds. I love you. I don't mean to cut you off. So we did the weekend video for the new donations, and we need to take a vote. Let's do it now. We've got quite a few people on already, which is great. Rumble's cooking off, which is amazing. Tell me, do we do the video now, or do we wait till 8 o'clock and make everybody wait for it? Let's do a quick vote. Let me know. And we will play the new video. But as of right now, the donations are up. We are looking at $300 tonight. And you guys can help us by going to thedumbshow.com/donate. Whoa, Olivia, you look very small in your shot.
Oh, whoa.
I don't know what happened.
I know what happened. I was standing in front of the camera earlier when I was helping you with something, and you thought I was too close, and so you zoomed out.
Well, I didn't think you were too close. I mean, it was literally
just,
like people could see what you had for lunch. It was that close. Welcome to the show. Hope everyone's doing well. We got a lot to do tonight, a whole bunch to do tonight. So I need to know what the vote is. Liv, tell me. What are people saying? Are we doing the? Do me a favor. Do two hands by your ears real quick for focus. Thank you. You're focused. Okay. So tell me, are we doing the video now, or are we waiting until 8 o'clock?
I say we wait until we have people on.
We've got people on.
Well,
we've got 50 plus on Rumble. We're already at we're pushing 125 in network. So, yeah, I mean, so
I say we give it a few.
Well, we'll play it more. It's a short video. We can play it twice. But the question is, do we do it now or do it at 8 o'clock? I mean, do we do it now or 8 o'clock? We need a vote.
Everyone says now.
No, one person said. I love how you say everybody. Like you said, everyone on Rumble said there was no sound, and it was one person.
No, it's actually 3 now.
Then reset Rumble, because there's plenty of people who are saying it's not.
So.
Okay, I need everyone to know if you have sound on Rumble or not. Jeez. Rumble is just sucks.
Rumble's having issues.
Rumble's shit. I'm sick of Rumble. I'll be honest with you. I'm done with Rumble. I was done with Rumble last Friday, and I was like, you know what? I'll give it the weekend, and we'll see. You know what? I think I'm done with Rumble. I'm checking. I don't have it either, but I'm not gonna. I finally have people on, and now it doesn't work.
No sound. Okay.
That's one person. It's the same person saying it. I need multiple confirmation before I shut the show down and restart it. I need 4 or 5 people saying that it's no sound, not one. Do you have video on Rumble, Liv?
Oh, look.
We waste so much time on this show trying to get Rumble to work. I mean, honestly, I'm really sick of Rumble. Yeah, it's a waste. It doesn't work. It's a piece of shit. I can't even get the picture up.
I can't even get the picture on Rumble. Yeah, there's no picture on Rumble either.
So I finally have people who are here, and we have a shit ton of people on Rumble, and I got to cancel it and start the stream over and lose everybody.
I would say no at this point.
No, I have to restart it. I booked the show. I can't do that. But this is now the, 4th night in a row that this is... What a piece of shit. End stream. I hate Rumble. Like, Rumble's worthless. I mean, I don't even know why we're on it. It's hard for me really to decide why we're even doing Rumble. Okay, I'm going to try it again. But, it just slows our show down.
It does.
And it's
we're
painful.
trying to keep on top of everything.
Well, we can't, because they won't let us. They just keep screwing it up. All right, I'm going to start the stream again. Let's hope everybody comes over. The problem is when we do this, we're not going to get people back, because they go, oh, the show got canceled. This is just shit. I hate Rumble. Hate it. Okay, I'm in. Let me know.
Okay, it's got a second to load. Right now it says it's pre. As soon as it does,
if we're going to do this every night for 5 minutes, it totally loses viewers. And we don't make any advertising revenue on Rumble. Nobody takes care of us over there. And when we do get paid, it's like once every 120 days. It won't grow. We still have how long have we been at 1.99K followers? 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years.
When I first started, my goal was to get Rumble and YouTube up to 1,000 each, and I got both of them up in the first 6 months.
Dude, YouTube's at 20,000.
And that's it.
Instagram's at like 40,000. Facebook's at 400,000, 411.
Right.
I mean, we're crushing it.
All right, so we have picture on Rumble now. Please let me know if y'all have sound on Rumble, please. Would be greatly appreciated. Please let me know if y'all have sound.
Okay, there, Rumble's working.
Okay.
So every time, you know what? I'm done using Rumble Studio.
Yeah.
This never happened outside of Rumble Studio. It only is on this crappy Rumble Studio that this is happening. And I'm done using it. So that's it. I'm done. So I won't use it anymore. I'll use regular Rumble. And if this continues, because Rumble used to be one of our most consistent platforms.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me just make sure it's good. It looks like we're good. Instagram is up. And all right. Okay, guys, we're not going to do it again. I promise you. We're not going to go through this again. We're just not going to use Rumble Studio. Yeah, it's frustrating.
Very.
All right. Let's rock and roll. So what did we decide? I know we were trying to do the video on Rumble.
Most
play
people
it now?
said now that I saw.
Okay, great. So we'll wait till 8 o'clock. All right. So let's start this out. So Candace had some love photos with her and her. He kind of skinny, tall, curly, wavy hair, prominent teeth. Like, could she find anyone else that looked closer to Charlie Kirk? I mean, does it just like scream, I have one type of white guy who I like?
Yeah.
Candace is in Russia. This is St. Petersburg. And we talked about how there's a lot of Orthodox churches. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people, Jessica, you're telling me it's impossible to find me on Rumble, and I've tried to have them fix it. I just, there's nothing we can do. I'm going to move on from it, and I'm going to reach out to them again and say, nobody can find me on there. But now, like, we had 50, 60 people on. Now we have 9. It's a travesty. Liv, do me a favor. Go to Rumble and see if you can search. Try The Dumb Show. Try Don't Unfriend Me. Try Dumb. See what you can do to find it. Do it on your window, please.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to see what the results are. So Candace went to Russia. Now, remember, on Friday or Thursday, she made this 45-minute plea that she's not pro-Russia. And everyone was saying, that she makes money off Russia. And you can't hit enter when you do that. Just delete that.
No, I did on purpose.
No, I don't want you to. Hit done. See? Okay, now hit the dumb. It's a lot easier if you just follow what I say. Just delete it all, please.
Got it.
Just stop hitting. Just double click it with your mouse, baby. Delete everything. Double click with your mouse. Delete. Hit the space dumb. Okay? Mouse. Delete. There you go. Cool. Okay? Don't unfriend. Don't put a hyphen. Nope. Don't do it right. Don't unfriend. You put a hyphen in it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Apostrophe.
Oh, that would be Apple correcting me.
Hit don't unfriend. Enter. Yeah, Apple. Rumble's crap. Anyway, so Candace we're losing the show. Just forget it.
Yeah.
Candace said the Christian expression and heritage here is unmatched. Unsurprisingly, they're lying to us about Russia. The thing about Russia, does that sound someone who's not pro-Russia? I mean, is this Tucker Carlson or what? I mean, is she going to go to a grocery store and ring it up for $300 and say how great grocery stores are in Russia compared to the United States?
Yeah, my first thought when I saw this on X today was, wow, she must be getting a paycheck from Russia as well. I mean, really? We're being lied to about Russia? Okay.
Well, the thing is this, is Putin uses the churches for power. And yes, he absolutely lent into the Orthodox revival inside the country, but they are also pro-abortion in the country massively. State sanctioned abortion. They go after every other religion in the country. They don't do Christian things. Now, is Russia a bad country because they invade Ukraine? Well, I don't know. We invaded Iran. So it's all about someone who's been to Russia several times. There is definitely a lot of anti-Russia sentiment in the West, and some of it is hyperbole and not real. But anyone who thinks that the rule inside Russia is anything but an oligarch and ran by the mob, it is. And it's simply, you can look at the way they treat reporters, look at the way they treat dissidents, look at the people who are disappeared in that country. Now, you can sit here and say that the U.S. is this and the U.S. is that, and the U.S. has done bad things. That's all true. But Russia has a historical fact about how it oppresses its people, and its number one initiative is expansionism and to expand Russia. Now, a lot of people say, well, look at NATO. NATO's a threat. No, NATO is a defensive force, and NATO stops Russia from expanding, and they consider that to be a threat because Russia wants to take property that isn't theirs. They want to expand the Iron Curtain and go back to the Soviet bloc. Well, that's not going to happen. They want to reunify what they consider to be Russia. So Tucker did this. Now Candace did this. I can't wait to see Megyn Kelly go to Russia and tell us how great it is. But you guys should be connecting the dots. Why, if you had to link two people who have been anti-Trump who weren't, who would you mention? If you had to pick two people who are anti-Jews who weren't, who would you mention? And if you have to pick people who are pro-Islam, pro-Muslim who weren't, and now who is making subtle innuendos about Charlie Kirk, and then who is supporting Russia by proxy, would you come up with the same two names for each?
Tucker and Candace.
And if it is, then don't you have to ask yourself the question, where are they getting their marching orders from? Folks,
exactly.
This whole thing is, it's rotten. It's rotten. So Candace Owens in Russia, and she's like, oh, well, here it is. Here comes the propaganda tour. I promise you, her first episode back, she'll be telling you how wonderful Russia is.
I'll guarantee it.
How great Russia is. Russia is the greatest place on earth, and we've been lied to. The history, the churches. Well, you could go into Nazi Germany and then go into occupied France, and you could go see the churches there too. You can go see Notre Dame. You could see the Sistine Chapel. You can go to Italy. You can go to Rome. You could see it occupied by axis of evil. And although there were beautiful things in the country, it was being held by a totalitarian regime. So just because there's beauty in Russia, and there's a lot of Syrian, there's a lot of Muslim heritage, the building, the architecture, has a very Iranian and Persian feel to it. Turkey, Prussia is absolutely a real thing, and the history is all synonymous with that. If you look at the Kremlin, you can see it. It looks like the Taj Mahal. But it doesn't mean just because there's beauty in history and art and museums that there is not an ugly, dark underside to the country as well. Something to think about. Yeah. Moving on. Thank you for a donation. thedumbshow.com/donate. Glad you survived the teen weekend. Let's get this going, dummies, in case our new commercial isn't ready. Right, Mel? Yes, the new commercial is officially ready. I worked on it last night. We did about 2.5 hours of filming and then about 2 hours of editing. And then I was focused on it at 8 o'clock. And I think I got done cutting at 1:30, 1:45, almost 2 o'clock. So we put a good 10.5 hours into this, and it's officially done. I think it's pretty good, Liv.
Yeah, it is. I can't wait to show everyone. And speaking of the teen weekend, Hayden got offered a job, and she took it. So she has her first job.
Yep. And we're not going to tell you where, of course,
Nope.
because you have people who are absolutely insane like balls who listens to every conversation and then tells us that he's going to come to a yogurt shop and then deny it, of course. He doesn't hate Jews either. And other people who want to know where my family is. And unfortunately, you're not going to know that. But just know she got a job, and it's exciting, and it's cool, and I'm proud of her. Transgender period awareness day. Is this real? You found it. You found it Friday. You don't remember?
I know. I remember I remember seeing the meme that Mel sent me, and I told you about it, but I didn't research it or anything. I just saw it and was like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid. So I didn't research and look into it. I didn't realize it had something to do with Trans Period Day. Oh
yeah, we're not publicizing it, Michelle. We can say she has a job, but anyway, here is this wonderful video.
Want to see what $1 million of your taxpayer dollars just went to? Boston Mayor Michelle Wu's Office of LGBTQ Advancement, which is holding a Trans Period Pride event at a local public library, where they will discuss menstrual equity and the experiences of trans menstruators. And yeah, this is a real thing. Oh, and dinner will be catered, and attendees will be given free period underwear at this free event, paid for by taxpayers, where they will talk about how biological women still menstruate even when they think they're men, and other ridiculous things. So, if anybody wants to go ahead and send that meteor along now, we're all waiting.
Free underwear? I mean, can anyone get any? I mean, can we send out for a mail package or something? I mean, who doesn't want free underwear?
Mayor must have been talking to Tim Walz. Because,
do we get free tampons too?
In boys' bathrooms, now period products and underwear for men. Why not? Just go.
Why do transgender people need period underwear?
Because I think it's all part of the delusion. And in order for them to truly embrace the fact that they think they are the opposite sex of what they were born, that they are willing their body to go through the things that the opposite sex goes through.
What they're saying is trans men, which essentially are women dressing up as men, have periods. But they're not trans men, they're women.
They're women, because only
females only women
can have a
periods.
period.
People are just, they're just, listen, I don't care that they're insane. I care that they want us to be insane with them. And it's just not going to happen. How many days do these people get? There's already, 230 some odd LGBTQ days of celebration in the year? I mean,
I don't even want a day celebrating female period day. No, I'm good. Just keep that one private. Why do we have to have one that celebrates?
We have enough.
I don't
of that.
Understand. I don't.
We already have it 7 days a month.
It's a miserable time. It's miserable enough to deal with that. Why do I need to celebrate it? The only 2 times I want to celebrate it is my children. That's it. That's the only reason I was good coming out of it. Other than that, it sucks, and I'm ready for it to be over. More crazy comes with menopause, I think.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you were schiz. I mean, honestly, your periods aren't even remotely close to how you were after you were pregnant. Like I'm surprised you're living. Like, there were times I just wanted to end it for you and just be like, pillow.
That was miserable.
Pillow over the head when you're sleeping. Hold you down. Hold you under the bath water or something. But your menopause isn't been mean. It's been annoying. It's the forgetfulness. It's just like, oh my God, like incredible. Like, you'll walk in and you'll say something to me and be like, oh my God, Matt, the bats are warm. And I'm like, what? And the bats, they're warm. And okay. Like, what do you want me to, Matt, I'm telling you the bats are warm. And I'm like, okay, that's great. But I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Ethan, he went to batting practice and they were hitting really, really well. They were hot. They were warm. And I'm like, great. Thanks for including me in the first half of the conversation that you didn't include me in, and the last half of the conversation and the middle part of the conversation that I have no idea what we were talking about, because we were talking about something like, I don't know, intergalactic space travel, and then it's like the bats are warm, and that's okay. I mean, we've all got our faults, but that's probably the biggest thing with menopause is the
memory.
The memory is bad, but that's okay. It's going to get better someday, right?
Hopefully.
Let's hope so.
My reminders, to-do lists are really long.
They are getting long, and it's tough. Nice to see half of the people that we had on Rumble back. I hate Rumble. ICE protest in New Jersey. This isn't a protest. I'm so sick of the media. These are riots. If you are instigating contact and physical assault with police, it's a riot. If you are throwing things, it's a riot. If you're setting fires, it's a riot. These are not peaceful protests. They tried this crap with the Summer of Love, and they're doing it again. Here it is, ICE protests in New Jersey.
Man, listen, people are still showing up down here. One guy's like, yeah, I don't know if they're going to let me in. And they're coming in full battle gear. Like they coming for war. My thing is this. You coming for war. Now, if they turn up on you, I don't want to hear any excuses. Don't blame the police. Don't talk about police brutality because you came down here brutalizing the police.
Right.
And the ICE officers who were simply standing down here because they have to go back and forth doing their jobs. Like I posted earlier, the menu of the food and the resources that these folks have is better than a lot of our residents struggling to live in the city of Newark. It's all propaganda for the midterm elections. This can all be stopped. Our resources can stop being wasted if the public officials, Raz, Mikey Sherrill, Timu, and Dollar Tree Obama, Booker and Jeffries, Andy Kim, if y'all came down here and told these people to go home and stop this nonsense, this could all be put to bed. But no, you're fueling the fire. Let's create a problem and say that we solved it so you can reelect us. Stop the madness. People are being hurt because they're down here acting foolish instead of being home where they belong. And they're wasting our resources and our dollars because all of our cops are down here for this foolishness, leaving us vulnerable in our neighborhoods. Come on, y'all.
Amen. I like her.
Yeah, Conservative Blackout News, at Conservative Blackout News. You can find her. Where's Tanja? She reminds me of Tanja. Where's Tanja at? She showed up and then I didn't answer her phone call twice and she stopped coming around. Maybe she's
it's only been that was 2 shows ago. So
I know,
it's not
feeling a little, left out by Tanja. Tanja, hurry up and get back. Doesn't mean I want you to call in all the time though. It's use the bat phone upon occasion. It's not to be overused unless you're Mel, right? And then harping on a commercial. She hasn't said. I texted her at 3 o'clock. I'm like, your commercial's coming up. Nothing, just silence. And then now she knows it's coming. Not I'm excited for the commercial, or I can't wait. Nope. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Get that commercial out, boy. Yes, sir. We got that commercial coming for you. Robert says, I hate Rumble and you hate YouTube. Yep, me too. YouTube's not as bad. What's up, doggy? So communist Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin has a conversation, but first we want to go down and drop this down. Here's Nick Sorter covering some of those peaceful protests that we saw.
See, Joey, I would say it's worse than any other riot that I have ever attended, over the course of this quote-unquote anti-ICE stuff, right? I mean, it's total anarchy. That video of the horses, I couldn't believe it. Them hurling 2x4s and rocks at the head of horses that are, walking down the street. It's not like they were charging people with the horses. They were merely walking down the street. They were trying to disable the horses. I mean, that's a pretty nonpartisan thing, man, where, you'd probably be like, trying to kill horses in the street is a, not a controversial issue. Like, these people are clearly sick in the head. That's it.
Yeah, it made my blood boil. I reposted your video. Don't attack law enforcement. Don't attack the law enforcement horses. That really fired me up. Thank you for capturing that footage so we could show the world what the left really is.
So let me ask you a question. I know a lot of military team dogs are considered team members, and the level of care and trust that goes along. They sleep with the teams. They jump with the teams. Hell, some of them even dive with the teams. In limited capability. They're not putting on self-contained underwater breathing apparatuses and goggles and diving, but you get my point. And if that dog goes down, that team considers it a member of the brotherhood that goes down. So let me ask you a question. If someone shoots a canine, should they be charged with attempted murder of a police officer? If they kill a horse, should it be attempted murder of a police officer? Those are extensions of the cop. And if you try to attack a horse, well, there's obviously people mounted to it. If you try to attack a dog or shoot a dog, a canine, then there's an officer attached to it. So should there be charges of attempted murder for these people trying to hurt those horses?
Yes. That and animal.
So.
Yeah.
Ash said yes, didn't she? Good girl. Ash like, oh.
Yep. That's her yes.
Ash says yes and no, but is yes. Right? Okay.
Absolutely. And animal cruelty charges on top of that. They should get double
so
whammy.
Attempted murder, animal cruelty, endangering
it's a law officer.
Endangering wildlife.
Just because, the horses, they wear a uniform. They've got stuff on them that, they're there doing stuff. I mean, yeah, they can't go ahead and put handcuffs on you or pull a car over for speeding or have a gun on their hip.
No, but they can tell those Antifa guys to stop by going, nay. Stupid.
It might only work with
well, if they were Muslim, it would.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
But they're all white, so.
That's right. All the protesters are white.
Yep.
That's
half of them are from Portland, I've heard. I saw that
they're importing them
DHS
in.
came out and said that a lot of these are getting arrested from Portland.
Yeah, they're importing them, from Portland.
And there's been some Antifa flags out there too.
Well, that's right. And it's interesting because we're going to talk about that later in the show that Antifa, several of them, got an address, Bobby, tonight after the show. Address for Bobby and Loretta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got to do it. Right after the show. Yep. Podcasts and those two things. We got to do it. It's guys, it's been so busy. We're so very sorry because somebody has been, my back hurts it's just healing from all the whip marks. And I'm just glad we got the video done so we can stop being punished by our white master from the north.
The gay North Dakota.
From gay North Dakota. Here is some of the visuals that are expanded from what you just saw from Next Order.
Be peaceful! Be peaceful! This is not what we're here for! Stop it! This is not what we're here for! Stop it!
She's going to get her ass kicked.
Yes, it is! Stop protecting! Get out of here! Shut the fuck up, bitch! You shut the fuck up, bitch! Yeah, I'll get
This is not what we're here for! This is not what we're here for!
According to you,
you're either with us or you're with them!
Get the fuck out!
You're with us or you're with them! 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 You're with us or you're with them!
Get out!
Fuck you, bitch!
Bye!
That's a lady. She hit me first!
Yo, that's a lady.
Yo, don't fight. Why y'all gotta...
Just shoot him. Shoot him? What? I'm done. I'm done with this.
Back up. Get off the fence. Get off the fence. I'm gonna throw you on the ground and rush you. You understand this? Get off the fence.
Get back. And I'll do the fucking save. Try me.
You want to get locked up? Come on. Get locked up? Come on, back. Get back.
Dude, handcuff them all to the fence. Yeah, electrify the fence. There you go, Kev.
Just shoot him. I'm done. You know what? Like I said, there's a fine line between a dictatorship, totalitarian government, oppressive fascists, and complete tolerance and anarchy. I'm sorry. Pepper spray and tasers aren't working anymore.
No, they're bringing gas masks, so pepper spray doesn't do anything.
How about a PR-24? How about a water cannon? Okay.
Just get out a fire hose, man. Those things will knock you down.
That's what a water cannon is.
No.
But how about this? How about you just start releasing the canines? And when you want to arrest someone, just sick spot. And all it's going to take is one canine just getting a hold of one of those little shits, and all of them are like, okay, I'm going home. I'm not doing this anymore.
I don't get paid enough money to do this.
There is nothing worse than a dog bite. They hurt so terribly bad.
No.
I can't even begin to tell you how incredibly bad a dog bite hurts. And everyone's like, oh, well, it couldn't be that bad. Oh, really?
You've never been bit by a dog.
Go get 4 screwdrivers and put 2 in the top of your leg and 2 in the bottom and stab yourself. Now you've got the first 4 teeth, and you don't even have the molars and the grinders and everything else that they have. That's what it feels like.
Enough fun.
Let those dogs. That's right. Freedom of speech does not protect assault. It's not speech anymore. The moment that you disobey a lawful order, you're in violation. You need to be arrested. But this is the thing. They don't do anything. What you need to do is you need to bring in the National Guard. You need to have zip ties and I start putting up tents. I don't care. Start putting up tents.
Anytime they do something, zip time and set them down.
Set them in that tent. Hold them overnight. Let them go the next day. Give them their due process. Write them a ticket. They show up the next day. They go into they get booked for a felony. I'm done. At some point, it's obstruction of justice. They're trying to do their job. It's a federal assault. Charge them with domestic terrorism. You can hold them indefinitely without due process. I'm done. If it's good enough for J6, it's good enough for these people.
Exactly.
I'm tired of it.
I am very tired of it.
I'm so done. So done. Yeah. Have I been bitten by a dog? Well, yeah. I got bit on the back of my ass.
Oh, geez. So did I.
Climbing a fence, and the dog thought I was playing, and he came up and he bit me right in the ass. And it broke skin barely, little purple bruise. That hurt. But I've seen a dog go after an assailant before and take him down. And I've also had a dog attack me while I'm wearing padding as a training situation, just to know what it feels like. No, I'm good. No. I have no desire for that, but let it happen. Yeah. When did you get bit?
I was 7, and I was walking around the neighborhood doing a school fundraiser with my friend. And there was a dog that was really, really friendly. There's no fences. And she let us pet her, and she was really, really great. No one was home. So we decided it was like 100 yards to our bikes, the road. We decided to have a race to our bikes. And as soon as we started running, dog jumped on me, knocked me face first, and bit me right on the upper thigh, right under my buttock. And I mean, she bit me. And my friend we were 7, and we didn't know what to do, but my principal lived next door. So she took me to my principal's house. And that dog got put down after that because I was the 3rd person that she had bit. Well, she had bit a toddler. She bit a mailman, I think, and then I was the 3rd one. And I was 7.
It should have been done the 2nd time.
Yeah, and I was 7, so wasn't that old.
Listen, I understand dogs. I mean, we had a beautiful dog, River, and she started going after people, sneaking out of the backyard, basically digging underneath the fence and then hopping the fence.
And then she almost mauled a little, like, itty-bitty 5. Not maul her, but...
Stop.
She just...
No, she didn't. She did not almost maul anyone. She went after a poodle and nipped at it, and then they got into a barking match. And then there was a kid, and she ran at it, and she bumped in, pushed into the kid playing like she did, and it's not mauling. Mm-hmm. If she almost mauled, then she would have been put down.
Yeah, but then she started...
I'm almost done.
Sorry.
And then we had her, and we just started seeing the signs that she was not doing well. And we finally said, okay, we're going to take her to a farm where there are no people. And that's what we did. Go ahead. Sorry.
She started getting vicious with the kids. Yeah. Like Hayden was on the swing, and she grabbed Hayden by the foot, pulled her off the swing, and dragged her like 20 yards in the yard. I was like, we're good. That's it. We're done.
And she wasn't trying to hurt anyone. The kids were screaming and yelling and going up on the slide and coming down and off the slide and up and down. And she thought it was a game. So she also thought they were hurt, but it doesn't matter. Once a dog does that, you've got to pull them away. So, the conditions at the facility, I've seen it, I've heard it. Listen, jail you're required 3 hots and a cot, and as long as that's it, I'm sorry, but this isn't the Hilton. You know what I mean? This, in my opinion, is a bunch of crap, because these federal facilities are inspected and checked. Now, do they have the greatest food? Is it comfortable? Do they have down pillows? No. Is it possible that some of the people in there don't want to eat the things that are in that facility? Yeah, and I don't care. You get a certain amount of food. You get a certain amount of bedding. You get a certain amount of whatever. And that's everybody. And I'm sorry, don't enter our country illegally and don't commit crimes, and you won't have to live in shitty conditions. Because here's the thing. In the end, even that facility is 10 times better than where you originated from. Mm-hmm. So I'm done. I'm just done.
Yep.
Folks, donations are up. We have $50 so far. We're about 20 minutes from our new commercial. Numbers are shit tonight. And I'm trying to think about why. Is there Memorial Day weekend or something?
No, it's
June
the
1st.
June
What is
1st.
it? What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know why numbers are shit. Used numbers are usually not this bad. All right. We'll keep going. Communist gets into a discussion with Dave Rubin. This woman starts preaching communism. Dave Rubin, give them 2 MREs a day, the ones that are going out of date, right? Which expiration dates, in my opinion, unless it's milk, are pretty much all fictitious. So Olivia and I have proven that point.
Yeah.
Milk, I don't screw around with, and but meats. If it passes the smell test and the color check, I don't listen to the experience.
Oh no, I've had meat that's gone bad 4 or 5 days before, and then I've had meat that's been good 4 or 5 days past.
Right.
So, and milk, I had some milk that was 5 days past its due date, and it's fine.
Yeah.
So.
There we go. Communist tries to sell Dave Rubin on communism and has no idea what communism is.
Do you not want people to own private property?
Well, I'm definitely anti-capitalist, I would say.
Yeah.
So I would say that workers should own the means of production.
Right. Oh, so you're a communist?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know.
What is communism?
I haven't talked to a real life communist.
What's
in
a
while.
communist?
Well, you want the people to own the means of production, and you don't seem to believe in private property.
The people who create value, as in create the value of commodities, should own the actual value that they create from that process. Yes.
So my answer, if you want the people, everyone in this room and everyone in this country to have more, what I would want is that you would take less from them. So you tax everybody less. You remove regulation. You create the conditions for competition and capitalism so that more people will have more of their money. I want you, I assume you work. Do you work?
Yeah.
Do you pay taxes?
Yeah.
I want you to keep more of your money.
Right.
I don't know what you do. I don't know how much you earn. Whatever it is you earn, I want you to have more of that money so that you can put that money back into the system.
The majority of wealth in the system is owned by 1% of the population. You understand that, right? And where does that wealth come from?
Wait, 1% of the population. Do you know how much percent they pay in taxes? That 1%?
Not nearly enough, because the majority of their wealth comes from.
It's 47%. Hold on. So 1% of the population pay 47%. You accept that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would be their fair share?
What percent of that?
What would be their fair share?
Is their actual wealth that they own? That again, majority of these lineages of power and ownership.
What would be their fair share? What would be their fair share?
Accumulation of.
What would be their fair share?
I would say that the fact that they own so much.
1%
You're not letting me finish
47% in taxes.
Here's my problem. You're not letting me finish the point, so we can't get from point A to B. Do you understand that?
Okay, so
cool.
if you accept that 1%
there's
pay
not going to be a fair
47%,
share when their wealth is coming from the back ends of colonialism. So that's not going to work.
What do you?
There's so much wrong with both of them. I mean, Dave Rubin is not a debater, and he should never debate because he's horrible at it. Dave Rubin's he's tremendously bad at debating. First of all, you don't ask a question and then not let the person answer, and then she asks a question and doesn't let anyone answer, and they're just going back and forth, not letting. There's no conversation. The thing is this: in a communist society, the means of productions are not owned by the people; it's owned by the government, and the government represent it as the state party or the state working party, that they represent the people. But like all unions, they profit. They control the means of production, not you. It's never given to the people. That's the big myth. Socialism is great, but it doesn't stay socialist. It turns into communism. And the means of production is owned by the state, and therefore they oppress the people. They dictate the price. They dictate the revenue. They dictate what they pay for it. There's no such thing as supply and demand when the state owns that. They dictate. So if your means of production increase 300% fiscally, you don't make more money. In a capitalist society, you do, and you do that through bonus structure. Now, if you work at a job where you don't get bonus and you don't get incentives and you don't get profit sharing, well, then you're in the wrong job. And that's not capitalism. The free market dictates that. And if a job sucks, nobody will be able to work at it. For example, quickly, the job that Hayden's going to be working at, standard minimum wage is like $12 an hour. But the job she's going to go to, she's going to make $14. They pay for her college. They pay for her uniform. They have insurance.
and they take care of everything, and they're giving $1.50 more than everyone else. So that is they're going to be able to get employees. They're going to be able to get good employees, right? Yeah. Right. The 3 other places she wanted to work at, same thing. But in a government-run facility, everybody makes the same. There's no incentive. The race doesn't need to be ran because the results are already there. Everyone gets in third place, but nobody will ever be in first. So when she sits here and says this, well, they pay 40. She won't answer the question because she knows that 1% of the population pays 47% of the taxes. They don't have a number of what the fair share is. All they're saying is, and this is the answer, pay it until we are happy with the amount of money that we all have. That's theft. That's redistribution of wealth. That's taxation without representation. You can't do that. Just because somebody has billions and you have hundreds of thousands and you want billions too, you decide to go ahead and steal it from one person and redistribute it to another. That is communism. There's nothing capitalistic about that. There is nothing about equal distribution of wealth, because what happens is the government taxes for it and they give you what you think you need, like government-run healthcare. Sure, it's fantastic. It saves a lot of people in money. Canada. Let me ask you a question. If you cut your finger, how long does it take you to go to the ER and get fixed in urgent care? 20 minutes.
Yeah, Ethan, we walk back in like 15.
Great. I know people in Canada who try to go in for something. They're there for 8 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours. It doesn't happen, because here's the reason why. And I'm going to say it quickly and I'm going to give it right back to you. Here's the reason why. You found the video. Mm-hmm. The reason why we don't have long wait lines in the United States, people go, oh, it's too expensive. Wrong. That's not the problem. In fact, it's actually fairly reasonable for most urgent cares, even without insurance, because we didn't have insurance for 2.5 years. It's not that. It's that when you have to pay out of your own pocket, you make a consideration. Do I really need this right now? Do I really need that Z-Pack when I've got a cold? Is this really a cut that needs stitches? Or can I go ahead and put a butterfly bandage on it, keep it clean, and then if it gets infected, then I can go and get some antibiotics? You make a choice to go ahead and push yourself to a limit, which is a good thing. It creates reliability. It creates proper health care. Eat right, work out, all of those things. And then when you truly need it, when you start entering your silver years and golden years, then you need insurance for just about everything because you're going to the doctor every week. But when you're younger, you decide, am I going to go? The problem with Canada is that it's free, which means people pay in their taxes. It's not free, but because they're getting it free, they go to the doctor for everything, even the sniffles or a little paper cut. And when it's free, you want to go ahead and get your money's worth, since it's not free, since you're paying taxes, and it's overwhelming the system.
Aren't they paying out the ass for taxes?
Of course they are, but it's overwhelming the system. That's the difference between the United States. While healthcare, yes, it's more expensive, but you can get taken care of like that, versus the VA and Canada, it takes forever. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would agree.
Donation.
Anonymous.
As you may know, I'm retired NYPD mounted unit. Horses in the unit are treated as officers and can be charged with assault. Absolutely, 100%. Thank you, Anon. Someone we don't know, do we?
No, we know.
Oh. I like to know who it is when I don't know who it is.
Okay. I thought you read the email.
No. No. Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, appreciate it. But this is the point. When I broke my arm, I was categorized in the scale of 1 to 5 triage. I was 4, 1 above a cold. So that's the problem. Is you walk in and you have a heart attack. You walk in, you're seeing the doctor right then, no matter who's in line. Someone's got a cut on their hand. Yes, triage is going to rate. Triage is pretty much the same everywhere in emergency rooms. But you're going to be seen, and it's going to take an hour or two. There's no doubt. But a cut isn't a heart attack. And this is the thing that happens when you have government-run programs. And this is the problem with Canada. So when everyone says we want free healthcare, it's not free. There's no such thing as free healthcare. And you're not entitled to free healthcare. I would love to, I don't even know what that show's called, Jubilee. Here's the thing. I would do the 12 hours of waiting to get seen. Jeez. God, it's almost like I'm making this stuff up. I would go on Jubilee, but here's the thing. I would not follow Jubilee's rules.
I don't even know what that is.
Jubilee is what you just watched with Dave Rubin. It's basically a circle. You have one person who comes in there and says, I'm gonna defend God. and then 30 people are there and they hold up a flag. And a flag means that, I guess, I don't know the rules, but like 50% of them hold up a red flag. The person who's talking to the person who's defending God gets tossed. Okay? And it basically means that somebody else wants to go. When that person gets tossed, you run up and you sit down, and then you get to have a debate with that person. Here's the thing, is this would piss the producers off, is I wouldn't debate with people. I'd have a conversation with people. And I would ask them questions. And I would let them, go ahead. What's your thought? You believe in God? Yes, I do. Why? Well, that's a really complex answer. Let's dig a little bit deeper. What are you specifically asking me? Well, why do you believe in God? Once again, that is too ambiguous of a question. So let's narrow it down. Are you asking me because you find it impossible to believe? Are you asking me because you're flirting with the idea, or that you are a believer and you're just simply looking for verification of why you believe? They're going to look at you like, what? What? You're going to make me justify my question? Yes. Yes, I am. Because I need to know what your intent is, and I need to know if you want to have a true faith argument. But the problem is like Dave Rubin, they just jump right into it. Ask him a question. So do you understand what communism means? How do you define communism for yourself? Are you a lipstick communist where there's just certain portions you agree with communism? Or do you believe in a totalitarian state? Do you believe that the government owns means of production? Do you believe that there's no organized religion? Do you believe that nobody can be armed? Do you believe in the restriction of speeches? These are things that are all inherent with communism. What portions do you believe? Because like with Sharia law, I agree with 80% of Sharia law. It's the 20% that I can't get behind and don't want it, and it doesn't matriculate and mix with the United States. So many people just get right into the debate and refuse to have conversations with people. So Jubilee is not conducive to learning everything. It's basically a dick measuring contest. It's a 30 against 1. It's a fist fight. So you 30 against me. And I don't know. I proved that in Trivial Pursuit when I played against Olivia's entire family. Okay? I don't need to have a dick measuring contest. So if you put 20 first graders against me, I'm going to kick the living shit out of all of them. You put 20 other intellectuals on me, I'm going to lose. And I'll lose more than once. I'll win some and lose some. What's the point of Jubilee? It's not to learn. It's literally so some no-name can take down a bigger brain in the realm of podcast bro. To me, it's worthless.
Got it.
Sorry. Long way around the barn. Vanilla Ice. You found this. What did you want to talk about?
All of the celebrities are canceling and not going to the 250 celebration in DC. And he's not. He's on CNN getting interviewed. Why he's not.
This is the one with the UFC on the White House grounds, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the UFC is going to be there. It's 250 celebration, and there was like 5 artists that canceled.
Yep.
Including Young MC. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I can be able to hear Bust a Move live. Damn. The same White House grounds that Joe Biden had transgenders flashing genitalia to children. The same White House grounds when staffers were having anal sex and videotaping it. The same White House grounds where they found cocaine in the White House. The same one where they had transgender Easter bunnies and the Nutcracker done by the tranny Broadway musical crap. Those people. Oh, okay.
Even though we've heard that from the president, when so many other performers are deciding not to.
I don't know. I can only speak for myself, and I'm proud to be an American. I was born here and raised here, and this is my country, and I don't like anybody telling me I really can't be proud of it. And this is a huge honor to play the birthday. It's once in a lifetime, 250. So I'm honored, and I just, I respect everybody else. I know there's a lot of tension everywhere. This whole world is like a snow globe, but it shouldn't be that. And music is here to bring people together, man. And, it shouldn't be that this music is dragged into politics. It's not fair, I don't even vote. I'm not a politician. I don't have anything I don't even have the first thing to say about how to run a country or do anything like that. I think this is a huge honor. And I'm wanting to celebrate the country I was born and raised in, man. And we didn't take things so serious back in the 90s. I feel sorry for these kids today, man. You know, I have kids, so I know, and it's a different world. I mean, these computers have kind of ruined the world, if you ask me. I think we should all go back to the 90s and the 80s when it was just, you know, having fun and Z Cavricis, and you just go out and you rip your back seat and you put subwoofers in and you enjoy going to Blockbuster. That's all we're doing is celebrating the birthday of our country. What's the big deal here? And as far as entertainers, I don't think it's fair to put any of us on a pedestal like that as far as politics goes, because, you know, it shouldn't matter. We're just here to play. I'd play for anybody. So it's, you know, I go.
People need to stop, collaborate, and listen. You know what I mean? So
I should have expected that.
So, like, he's right, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He's absolutely. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I am sorry that you disagree with the president. Oh, boo-hoo.
You know what I would do?
Boo-hoo. Can I send you a box of Pampers? Because that's what you need, because you're being big fat babies right now.
You know what I
All
do?
celebrities are.
I'd bring in the Marine Corps band. I'd bring in the Army band. I would get the Philadelphia Philharmonic Orchestra. And I'd bring him in. I would take a look at bringing in the tenors. You know, I think there's only 2 left alive. But I would. Jason Aldean could come in.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure Jason Aldean would love to be.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't? And you know, here's the thing: if the big names aren't going to come in, you know what I would do? I'd go to Apple. You have a relationship with Apple, and I'd say, give me the top 10 artists on the iTunes chart. Give me some country, give me some rock and roll, maybe even a little rap of the most influential non-big artists that you have. Give me those 10 names. Tim Cook gives them the names and then go and bring them on. It's the same thing. If the NBA and the MLB and the golfers, they don't want to, the Olympics, they don't want to show, then give it to the people who do want to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? We don't need young MC. Who gives a shit? His music sucks anyway. I had his album. I threw it away. And that Bust a Move is just, what is it? Bust a Move?
I don't even know. To be completely
young fellas,
honest.
just bust a move. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that song.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, bust a move.
It's shit.
Yeah.
It's just dog shit warmed up. It just sucked then. And it was what it was basically just Fresh Prince of Bel-Air rap. It sucked. There was only one type of rap, and that was gangster rap. Everything else was shit. And once you got past Fab Five Freddy, once you got past Slick Rick, and DMC changed rap forever. And it became a harder rap. And you had Ice-T, and you had Cool J, and you had Cool Mo D, KRS-One, Tupac, Busta Rhymes. You had Eazy-E, Cube, Dre, M. This is gangster rap. It's good rap, and that's the rap that would be amazing. Get Cube up there. Cube would do it. Cube is all about pissing off the left. You know, you're not going to get M. You're not going to get Dre, but you know, see if Snoop's willing to come up there again. Have Snoop and Cube do it. Who cares? It doesn't matter. There's people out there who will do it. Get them.
Yeah.
Go get Jessica Simpson. She'll sing. Or not Jessica Simpson. What's her face?
Britney Spears.
No. She's in jail. The blonde. Come on, Monday Night Football.
Oh, Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, get Carrie Underwood to do it. She's already been there before. Who cares? Go get Neil Diamond. Who cares? Just get anyone who's willing to do it. But this whole thing that they were lied to, that it was political. The only thing political about it is Trump's name on it, and you're making it political.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't
Too
see
Short.
how it's political.
Too Short was too much. Too Live Crew and Too Short. I listened to Short and I listened to Crew, but it was just to hear as many cuss words that I could. But yeah, I mean, you got Kid Rock coming, you got Ice coming, but there's plenty of musicians out there. Do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So dumb. This is so stupid. I mean, when Vanilla Ice is giving lectures on who to be, come on. Folks, it's 8 o'clock. I think it's time for the dumb commercial, but not until we get the likes up. We got 107. Oh, Rumble's back up to 42. So we've got about 175 in pop, and we only have 56 likes. I refuse. We have to at least get 75 likes, which means that people are not doing their jobs. So once you do your jobs, I'll play the new commercial. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. It is that good. In fact, we're probably going to have to play it a few times. Kid Rock, Ted Nugent, Rav TV. Yeah, Jason Aldean, they'll all play. They'll all play. Ted Nugent will play. Good, let him go out there and play. Who cares? Just, God. You know what I mean? It's just so stupid. There's this guy on Instagram who is a Freddie Mercury. He's not an impersonator. He's a singer who just happens to look just like Freddie Mercury and sounds like Freddie Mercury. This guy is better than Freddie Mercury. Get him.
Oh, yeah. He's awesome.
He's incredible. Go get him. I don't know what's going viral. I haven't posted anything. Are we losing viewers?
No, I don't know. I'd have to look.
There's 160. Well, Facebook does that once a day. They data dump our viewers. I hate that. It's just painful watching. Well, I'll show the commercial when we get more likes. No, it's not
61.
enough. 61. What?
Only 4.
People, listen, you know it's you. All you got to do is back out and hit the like button. It's not that hard. Hit the like button. We're not moving until we're grooving here. Can't do it with 61. It's just not good enough. I'll play another video. Until we start getting some likes on here, we can't do it. Just can't do it. Horses stabbed in Vegas. What in the hell is this?
Well, the Tanya Harding of barrel racing has emerged.
What? I know who Tanya Harding is.
Yeah, their competitor in the Las Vegas barrel racing competition decided to go and stab a few of the competitors' horses on Saturday morning at 2 a.m.
Got quieter when you said that.
Sorry.
Did she say it again?
She's a 17-year-old girl, and she decided to go at 2 a.m. on Saturday and stab a few of the competitors' horses to get them out of it. It's Tanya Harding of barrel racing.
Yeah, but I didn't care about Nancy Kerrigan getting the stick to a knee, but I do care about a horse getting stabbed. What does the horse have to do with this? Why don't you just stab the rider?
Because without your horse, you can't ride. You can't compete.
Stab the rider. The rider can't the horse can't compete without the rider.
She's not all there, I don't think.
Why would you hurt a horse? What a
Yeah, they're coming out with apparently in the community, a couple people had texted the mom and was like, hey, we've got some concerns. There's issues. One of the competitors whose horse got stabbed, she said that this girl had like stalking-like behavior towards her.
You think she stabbed the horse?
So
did she stab the horse, or did she hire someone to stab the horse?
No, she did it herself.
Let's watch the video.
She did it herself.
Barrel racing barn betrayal, Las Vegas, Nevada. Sources tell me 17-year-old Emily Grace of Las Vegas is the person who reportedly stabbed 3 horses inside the barn area at the 2026 NBHA Professionals Choice Vegas Super Show. Metro Police, who have just come out with a press release, say they were called there just after 2 Saturday morning. Grace, a competitor at the show, then taken into custody, they say, and she now faces a dozen counts of animal cruelty as well as 3 felony counts of destroying property. The National Barrel Horse Association acknowledged the incident, reporting an arrest and no ongoing threat. Grace, at last check, now at the Clark County Juvenile Detention Center. Meantime, the owners of the 3 horses stabbed are speaking out on social media. Haley Krochenbull says Sully was stabbed multiple times, stitched up, and is now recovering. Kira Weisbart says Rocket was stabbed 3 times, suffered other attempted stab wounds, but is expected to make a full recovery. But perhaps the most disturbing account here, Arielle Phillips says her mare Detail was attacked, and she alleges the suspect was an obsessed social media stalker who had followed her online for a long time, sent messages she never answered, and had been fixated on meeting both her and Detail before the attack. And perhaps most chilling of all, a screenshot reportedly sent to the suspect's mother back in January. The message reportedly warning the mother about serious concerns involving Emily's behavior, including alleged bullying, harassment, fake social media accounts, and conduct that some families felt resembled stalking. The sender saying multiple parents were already keeping Emily away from their children and urged her mother to address the behavior immediately before it crossed legal lines. As far as a motive, nothing official as of yet. No statement from the family. Stay tuned.
Sounds like somebody we know. It's a good thing we don't own a horse.
My God.
Yeah, it's freaking
loud. Live.
It's really sad. I mean, why in the world would you do that?
She wants to win, right?
She wants to win, but I mean, how in the world can you do something with animals if you can hurt animals? I mean,
they simply see them as objects. Same as kids. There's people who have children and who hurt their children, and
That's a good point.
Doing it, by proxy. What, Munchausen by proxy? Is that what it is?
Munchausen by proxy.
Munchausen by proxy?
Yeah, hurt their kids to get sympathy.
So what's the punishment? What do you do? You know what I say do? You put 4 stakes in the ground, you rope her arms and legs into a cross, and go ahead and indent her into the earth, and then you have those horses walk across her body.
Yeah, she needs to be charged as an adult. She's 17.
I wouldn't even charge her. I'm telling you, that's a great. Have an 1,800-pound animal with iron hooves step on you. You're gonna break some You're gonna have to break some bones. Good. Now you know what the horse felt like. Then let her go. Let her get dressed and let her wobble on her way. I don't know, man. I think if you harm an animal, torture is absolutely acceptable. If you hurt a kid, hurt a child, or you hurt an animal, you're a piece of shit. Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, she needs to get her horse taken away for
Run
sure.
the Preakness with her strapped down on the dirt. See, hey, if you don't get trampled to death, you're free to go. If you do, well, shit happens. Big deal. It's horrible. I hope she gets kicked, and I hope she breaks her neck. I hope she gets Christopher Reeved. That's my hope. See, is that wrong? Matt, that's so hateful. Why do you think this way? Why are you this way? Well, because I'm sick and tired of stupid people. Hi, Mel.
Hi.
What?
Do I get to phone? Because I know you don't want people bothering you.
No, it's fine. Whatever you say, man.
Yeah,
Whatever we
yeah.
can do for you, please. We're at your expense. Please.
No, I didn't answer your text message because I was working. Unfortunately.
I get you.
So
How are you?
I have another job, but on this topic of these animals, the thing is, the third world is now in both our countries, and what the third world is doing, they're harvesting because they're out hunting their own food without a license.
Yeah.
There's been pictures and testimony and whatever. The Somalia is taking the.
Yeah, don't say that though, because that's just that's never true.
Oh, I know that's not true.
Right.
But they were taking the Canada geese out of the pond and taking them home for supper, and they got caught. And the neighbors are going, "Well, is it dead?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, I think whatever." Well, they snapped its neck, and then on this horse thing, I just put it up in the chat on the site. There were 2 horses that were. The fence was cut. They got them. They harvested the meat. They left the head, the bones, like whatever, because that's what these third world like. They like horse meat, so they just went out hunting and they found 2 horses, like whatever. And this is happening in both countries. Like it's happening up here. Like they're cutting tails off horses. They're for hair, for Aboriginal ceremony, like whatever. Like it's getting out of hand because people are hungry and they're going to eat whatever. And these third world people, they really like horse meat because
in this case,
it's on the market.
Was she third world or was she just a local dipshit kid who was born with a silver spoon who wanted to win? I mean, yeah.
Her mom's a doctor, so she was born with silver spoon.
But it's.
I get your point.
There's a lot of animal destruction going on out there, and it's not just the big guys.
Wow.
It's the small ones too. Like I said, they're taking them out of ponds. They're capturing the ducks, like whatever. They're
I get it. Well,
it's garbage.
Anybody who hurts animals anyone who hurts animals should have to pay the price.
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of that.
But you bring the third world in, you get the third world results.
That's the case. All right, we're gonna play this commercial because we're tired of the aloe vera treatments every night for our wounds. So
yes, please do.
We love you. We'll talk to you soon, kid.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye. All right. So listen. With no further ado, we're gonna play the donation commercial. It hopefully spurs a little bit of donations, and that would be amazing. So here we are with no further ado. Liv, do you want to set this up?
Yeah, well, so we all sat down and we wrote the script together. Ethan happens to be the star this time.
Mm-hmm.
But we're all in it, And
everyone's in it. Well, I'm not in it, but my voice is in it.
Your voice is in it. And we just kind of went off something that we all love.
Yeah. Well, with no further ado, enjoy the world premiere of the new donation video that we've been ordered to complete. Is officially here. Enjoy. If you'd like to see it again, we'll be happy to show you. Problem is, when you play a donation video, we've also probably should make some donations so we can stay on the air. Here's the video. Enjoy.
What the hell is that? It's a boy on a broom? Well, don't open the window. Bloody hell!
Muggles, I'm sorry for using magic outside of Hogwarts, but I'm in dire need. Have any of you Muggles seen my golden ball?
Did you just say he's looking for his gold balls? I think he said golden ball.
Right you are. You two are very bright witches.
You really are the brightest witch of your age.
Did he just call us bitch?
It's a Harry Potter movie. You have to keep it PG-13.
You know my name? I am Harry Potter. That means you know where it is.
No, we haven't seen it. Well, you can buy a new one at the Dumb Show. You get 10% off for using code DUMB10.
Bloody brilliant! 10 points to Gryffindor.
Did he just call us Griffin whores?
If you want to take part in more adventures, you too can donate to The Dumb Show. You can go to thedumbshow.com/donate. We take PayPal, Venmo, credit card, and you can even send us an owl at P.O. Box 2, Round Hill, Virginia 20142. Please make sure to leave your name and a message, and we will share it on the next show. Live weekdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, them Dumbledore sent you too.
Okay, seriously? What's a fumble sore?
Yes, folks, our acting chops are on full display. Barry said, it's not only funny, but wow, you guys can act. And I said,
Hayden can act. Ethan actually did really good.
I was like, you're
You're being too kind.
Your critic scores, I do not trust.
Oh, here comes the star.
Star of the show.
Did you guys show him it?
Yes. Are you going to take the dog for a walk?
I did.
Okay.
What was their reaction?
I don't know.
We don't know. We're waiting.
Donation. We haven't gotten a donation, so it can't be good.
Here comes Harry Potter himself.
Did you guys like it?
Yeah, we're finding out. Yeah, great commercial. Love it. Golden. Bravo.
I'll take my Oscar.
Yeah,
take my Oscar.
Take your Oscar. We will.
He did really good with the accent too. I'm pretty impressed.
It was pretty funny. We will show it one more time, real quick. I know people are going to ask because on a phone it's easier to read, and then on a big desktop, it's obviously much easier to read. But on the stuff on the left hand side, this is what it says, which. Over time, people are going to be done watching the video and they're going to get bored. So there's a little written message. It says, the Dumb Nation has helped this show reach magical heights that even the finest wizards of the realm never imagined possible. But the dark forces gathered beyond the castle walls. Without your generous donations, the dark wizards may prevail, and he who must not be named, or perhaps she who must not be named, could seize control of the kingdom. If you can spare a few gold florins, silver sickles, or even a frothy mug of butterbeer, your contribution will help keep the forces of common sense alive for another day. Thank you, loyal Muggles. Your support is most powerful is the most powerful magic of all, the Dumbledore Army. We'll play it one more time, and then we'll get back to the show. Here you go. Merry Christmas.
What the hell is that? It's a boy on a broom? Well, don't open the window. Bloody hell!
Muggles, I'm sorry for using magic outside of Hogwarts, but I'm in dire need. Have any of you Muggles seen my golden ball?
Did you just say he's looking for his gold balls? I think he said golden ball.
Right you are. You two are very bright witches.
You really are the brightest witch of your age.
Did he just call us bitch?
It's a Harry Potter movie. You have to keep it PG-13.
You know my name? I am Harry Potter. That means you know where it is.
No, we haven't seen it. Well, you can buy a new one at the Dumb Show. You get 10% off for using code DUMB10.
Bloody brilliant! 10 points to Gryffindor.
Did he just call us Griffin whores?
If you want to take part in more adventures, you too can donate to The Dumb Show. You can go to thedumbshow.com/donate. We take PayPal, Venmo, credit card, and you can even send us an owl at P.O. Box 2, Round Hill, Virginia 20142. Please make sure to leave your name and a message, and we will share it on the next show. Live weekdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, how them Dumbledore sent you too.
Okay, seriously? What's a fumble sore?
Yes, it took just a little bit of time to figure out how to do that. Ethan is now on camera. Matt sounds like Sean Connery. No, that's not Sean Connery. Sean Connery is, Ryan, some things in here don't react too well with bullets. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago way. Carla was the prom queen. Right. So there's a difference between Sean Connery and... I do not believe it to be true.
That's Gandalf.
Gandalf takes the staff and says, "Thou shalt not pass."
Thank you, Kirsty Worthen.
Thank you, Kirsty. Love the new commercial. Glad you
Thank
did.
you.
So we got Ethan in here.
Oh my gosh, your voice is so low.
His what?
He doesn't sound like a little boy anymore. So sad. My baby's growing up.
Oh my gosh. Well, it is.
He's almost taller than me too.
It is Ethan.
I'm taller than Hayden now.
Please set the home area. You got to go fix the camera, buddy.
I got you.
So he's got to push the button. Any comments on the show?
I'm looking. Hang
Angela
on.
Hill's donating $10. Love the new commercial. Yay!
Funny and extremely creative.
It's just the OK button in the middle, buddy.
Griffin Horrors, I like it. Did Ethan find his golden ball?
Just hit.
Maybe he'll find it at the.
Look, there's a circle. Hit the one in the middle.
The playoffs start. Baseball playoffs start on Friday for him.
All the buttons, buddy. The buttons. Looks like a pie.
This thing?
Mom, you go do it. Come back, Ethan. Mom's gonna do it for you, and then we got to get going because we got a show to do. All right, so Ethan, you're sitting down for a reason. So what do you want to talk about?
I just want to say hi, and so yeah. Oh.
No, too long. You have to hit the center button, not the plunger. You got to turn it off, turn it on again. Livy, don't hit the plunger. It's the OK button. Turn it off. Turn it on. Wait. Okay, please set the home area. No, do not hit the plunger. Okay. On the front face, it's the center. It's the pie. It's the circle button in all of the four quadrants, like a PlayStation remote. The center button, hit OK. Hit set. OK. That's it. You're done. Okay, what the hell do you want, dude? You're in my world. What do you want?
I just want to say hello, and that took a while to make.
How long did it take?
An hour and a half, and I went to bed like 15 minutes after we started like editing the video. So
speak up.
I have no idea.
All right, so the filming took about 2.5 hours, and then the editing took about 5.5 because the green screen. I mean, there's so like if we break down the video real quick, and actually do the video again. So you hear the music in the background.
What the hell is that? It's a boy on a
But-
broom? Well, don't open the window.
1 second.
Bloody hell!
Muggles, I'm sorry for using magic outside of Hogwarts, but I'm in.
So if you guys look, so how it works is that Ethan, you need to help us with this. So you got to tell us the video. Ethan, like the light. How did we do the light?
We had to like get like a chair and a fan, and we had to put like the light behind a fan and on a chair, and it was so weird.
Yeah.
And
So like the chair had a light on it because we wanted to make it super bright because we wanted to make it look like, you know, not just street lights, but like he's in traffic, and we were going to make it where, you know, the light was going by like street lights, and then it was really hard to find a video in the background because there's a green screen. He's standing in between a green screen. So if you look, there's actually motion. It looks like they're driving. And Olivia forgot to continue shaking herself.
I thought I was.
And then so did Hayden. But Ethan did a great job because he had not only had to have the broom, but he had to bounce, take the wind in the face, and have his wand and remember all of his lines at the same time.
And if anyone realized that's Voldemort's wand.
It is Voldemort's wand.
Well, technically, it is Harry's wand, too.
It is Harry's wand. That is actually truer. That's a truer statement. The interesting thing here is, so the background is reminiscent of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, the intro, the lightning and everything. This is very, very dark. So number 5 had this, the dark lightning, and it was reminiscent of the dark curse. So calling it the curse of the empty tip jar and making that logo, we'll go from there. And of course we did the flute because we wanted to make sure it had a tone of humor to it. And a lot of these videos are going around where people are doing this. They're being Superman, flying up and doing it. And I was like, you know what? Let's do Harry Potter. Nobody's done that yet. So hence why we're doing it. And here it is.
What the hell is that?
How bloody were your knuckles by the end of this?
They weren't bloody. They were just kind of like bruised, especially because there was like a fan on me, so my hands were cold.
And it was cold that night.
It was chilly.
And it was thick glass, and I had to probably slam my knuckles on like 30 times.
Yeah, and like I said, it wasn't warm last night. Okay.
It's a boy on a broom? Well, don't open.
Also, Ethan has a mic on him. The first time we cut this, the fan was getting picked up, so it sounded really, really like we were driving in a car, and I can't have that. I had to I can't have that in the audio. But the girls sounded also fuzzy because they're working on 2 lapel mics. So this is all on the phone. So we had to cut the fan and put the windscreen on it, and it worked out fine.
Window?
Now, Aloha Mora, we had to make sure that he was coming in quiet, so I dropped the sound down on that to make it sound like he's going through a window talking, which works for reality. But then you're also going to hear the window roll down and the wind start as soon as he does that, and his voice is going to get louder as the window goes down. These little touches.
Bloody hell! Muggles, I'm sorry for using magic outside of Hogwarts, but I'm in dire need. Have any of you Muggles...
Now, the music is not Harry Potter, but it's actually a track I found on Envato, which is licensable, so I don't get hit with copyright.
It sounds like Harry Potter.
It's not Harry Potter. It's actually a ripoff, and it's perfect because it sounds like Harry Potter.
See my golden ball?
Did you just say he's looking for his gold balls? I think he said golden ball.
Right you are.
Olivia is horrible at acting, and I love her for it. She's so cute. She's so cute. She was perfect in the whole thing.
You are very bright witches.
You really are the brightest witch of your age.
Did he just call us bitch? It's a Harry Potter movie. You have to keep it PG-13.
Now, some of you will know what this is from, and only my real listeners and friends will know where this is from. And if you don't know, you need to get better at life.
You know my name.
The intermission from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and also most Life of Brian and other Monty Python would do this ridiculous intermission in the middle of it, and the dancing knights and everything else for a little break in the show.
He kind of looks like Harry Potter. So
right. He does.
That honestly, that's why we're like, yeah, kind of looks like him.
Yep. Here's the rest.
I am Harry Potter. That means you know where it is.
No, we haven't.
Now, the golden snitch is overlaid. So the background is moving, which is honestly a daytime scene that I changed all the colors to dark and decreased the saturation so it looks like a nighttime scene. You can't find a nighttime out the window scene, so I had to make it myself. I changed it, and you can look. It looks like it's nighttime. I even put stars in the background with white dots for paint. I mean, and it looks good enough. And the snitch is an overlay. So it's basically Ethan. Behind Ethan is the green screen, then the golden snitch, then the backdrop. all goes on here. Now, Ethan does a great job of holding up his hand and continuing to bounce like he's on a broom, which is not easy and took him like 400 tries, but he did it.
Seen it. Well, you can buy a new one at the Dumb Show. You get 10% off for using code DUMB10.
Bloody brilliant! 10 points.
Ethan did great on the bloody brilliant because he spat when he said it, which is just the way that Ron does it. And when he was younger,
brilliant.
Bloody brilliant.
The accent was good.
Yeah.
Did he just call us Griffin Horse?
If you wanted to.
By the way, Olivia's look right here, I think I got caught up on this like at least for 20 minutes as I stared at this because I think the look on her face, whenever she does these videos, she has a look that is awesome. This is it.
Did he just call us Griffin Horse?
If you want to take part in.
Sorry, just a hot look. Just saying. Just saying. Go ahead.
JD Stillwell says, so Hayden has a hearing problem?
Yes.
Yes, she does. When we ask her to do things, her chores and stuff like that, she absolutely has a hearing problem.
Oh, she does.
Definitely.
And then the Dumbledore was, I was going to dress up as Dumbledore. I'm like, forget that. I'm just going to do AI. So I created AI, and AI could not get the voice right. And I had to split it up into 2 15-second. So I had to go over, watch his mouth, and memorize the words and the timing and try to sync it. It's pretty damn good. But it's not easy talking into a mic, watching this guy's lips and getting the timing down.
I didn't realize you had to do all that.
Oh yeah, I had to do it all. So I had to create the AI first and put the logo, then cut the audio out, then re-record and dub over it. And this is the result.
If you want to take part in more adventures, you too can donate to The Dumb Show. You can go to thedumbshow.com/donate. We take PayPal.
And this is very reminiscent of what they do in, Toy Story and other movies, is that they do the animation and then the actors go in there and dub and they sync with it. And it's not easy work, but you start to learn how to do it when you get the tempo.
Venmo credit card, and you can even send us an owl at P.O. Box 2, Round Hill, Virginia 20142. Please make sure to leave your name and a message, and we will share it on the next show. Live weekdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, oh, them Dumbledore sent you too.
Okay, seriously? What's a fumble sore?
And as the ending says, to be continued if you donate. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There it is. That's the new. Listen, we have to take the time on that because it was a lot of work. Ethan, final thoughts on that, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here.
I liked it. Definitely a bunch of bloopers. Like that green screen followed me like 3 times.
It did follow me 3 and I was screaming and yelling. At one point, I walked away and faced the neighbors and tried not to yell because I was so pissed off. But it was fun.
And then when forgot my lines and jeez.
There was maybe like 15 times when when we had to start over because Mom, she's supposed to look like she's driving her car and do this. She says, "Oh, the wheel can't move. Just move your hands." And the whole entire time, she can be like doing this like she's driving.
Pretend it's Saturday and Sunday morning. Liv.
Gang, no.
Cooked.
And yeah, so that's what caused us to start over the most. And when I said, "You two are very bright witches," and Hayden, she actually dropped it, and we had to cut it out.
Yeah.
And we had to use like the little like train thing because she actually dropped it.
She actually said the word, and she was supposed to say, "Did he call us?" She calls bitch, and then I was gonna bleep it, but she said the whole thing. Mm-hmm. All right, get out of here. We gotta finish the show. We love you.
Love you.
Thanks, buddy. You did a great job.
Bye. Love y'all.
Yeah, you did an awesome job, bud. Donation just came through. I know it's coming back up. Bobby Richardson donated $31.40. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you.
Everyone did awesome. Yes.
Thank you.
They did. Appreciate you guys. Hope you liked it. Thank you, buddy. We'll let you know where we're at. Where people are donating right now. All right. So once again, donations are important. We'll be playing that every night because Mel says so. Tom Austin donated $21.10. Thank you, Tom.
Massa tells us so.
Yes, Massa. There's an outtake reel, but I gotta cut it.
Yes.
That's gonna be a whole nother thing, and I don't have the time for that. I got a lot of stuff I gotta prepare for. But yeah, we'll have an outtakes reel, and a lot of it's just cussing and saying, "God, do it over again." So Ethan was in the commercial. I was too busy looking at Olivia's legs. Trust me, you and I feel the same. Bravo, Spears. Great commercial. Anonymous donated $50. Thank you, Anon. Deborah. I refined a little desk the other day to be my study area when my equipment comes. I thought I was doing good, but now I feel like a slacker. Oh, no. Come on.
Seriously, Mel, we just did your freaking commercial, and now you're demanding it.
Sounds like Olivia.
Really?
Sounds like Olivia. All right. Well, let's get on with the show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll probably play that at 8 o'clock hour for a while until people are sick of it and Mel demands a new one. But we certainly need some help with donations if we don't mind, because we are in 30 minutes left. We're going to put up the clock, and that's the whole point of doing that video, is to make it work.
Honestly, when we do a new one,
we're not doing another one for a year.
No, Joanne Townsend, love the new commercial. Thank you. Spear family, thank you,
Joanne. God bless.
The next time we do another one, we should have the viewers kind of put out some ideas and vote.
They should just do it. They should cut it.
Oh, we should have a donation video. You guys all record your own, send them in, and we'll splice it together. I like that idea.
Hello, I watched one of your shows where you said that you knew that there was nothing in the Epstein files because that is what Bongino said. He also said Epstein killed himself. Do you believe that? So, Frank, I don't think you watched one of my shows where I said that there was nothing in the Epstein files because that is what Bongino said. I said, and this is what's great about having the memory that I have, is that the entire MAGA population said they wanted Donald Trump as the president of the United States. They were excited about Bongino. They were excited about Tulsi Gabbard. They were excited about Ratcliffe. They were excited about Pam Bondi. They were excited about the entire administration. Said this was like the dream administration. Kash Patel. And then all of a sudden, when those people told you something you didn't want to hear, people got upset. I don't think there's any reason for Dan Bongino to lie to us. Either we trust him or we don't. And he hadn't done anything where I didn't trust him. And then you received 3 million Epstein files. So when people say there was nothing in the Epstein files, that also makes me confused because there was plenty in the Epstein files. I think the thing that bothers people is that there was nothing that said Donald Trump fucked kids. And this is why liberals are upset. This is why people like Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene are upset, because they wanted something that pointed the smoking gun at Trump. Second, the big thing for me is that we take a look at Trump's history. 2004, police department in Miami, in Palm Beach, went ahead and took a complaint from President Trump, but at that time Donald Trump, the owner of Mar-a-Lago, that Jeffrey Epstein was soliciting young girls and things to that effect. Told the police. 2006, charges were brought, not by Pam Bondi, because she wasn't actually Attorney General at that time. It was actually brought up by the Obama department, the Bush department first, and then Obama department executed on it, gave him the sweetheart deal. It wasn't President Trump who did that, obviously, because he wasn't there, neither was Pam Bondi. She didn't come in until 2009. But you went ahead and then had Epstein's first offenses, which kind of put the genital cuff on him. But then when Donald Trump went into power, it was Pam Bondi and President Trump who went after him from the state and federal level. So he had state and federal charges. He was arrested under Trump's administration. And then Ghislaine Maxwell was also arrested by the Trump administration. So I'm just confused at what people are saying. And when you sit there and say, well, his name was mentioned 300,000 times or 1 million times, whatever it is in these memos. Well, that's because in 2016, Obama opened up a crisis line, which allowed people to go ahead and call in and anonymous tips when it came to child sex trafficking, pedophilia, things to this effect. And they went directly into the Epstein file. And we know for a fact, if we take a look at Wolf and you take a look at Epstein, both in emails said that their whole entire purpose was to blackmail and to frame Trump. And one of it was the initiatives from the DNC and from Democrats calling in and leaving hundreds of thousands of phone calls that had the name Trump in it. So when we look at the flight logs, we know that Trump didn't go to New Mexico. He didn't go to St. Croix Island. He went to Bedminster, Newark, and flew a private jet 6 times. 4 of those times he was with Melania and the kids. Another time he was solo with Epstein, but that was back in 2002, I believe. And then another flight where it was him and Don Jr. No Lolita Express, no Lolita Island. It was
a private jet which was leased. And many times celebrities do this. They buy a jet and they lease it to other people and let them borrow it. So your answer to your question is, do I believe Dan Bongino? Yes. Do I believe Epstein killed himself based upon the evidence? That's what we have. There's stranger than fiction things that take place. Until I get something to the contrary, it's what the official story is. So my belief isn't really necessary. The only thing I can do is calculate the facts, which I've done. And I would say that Dan Bongino's word is good enough for me. It was good enough for the 10 years I've been listening to him. It was good enough for the entire Republican movement and the Trump movement, MAGA movement, who've supported Dan Bongino. I don't know why it should stop. So there you go. There's your answer. So you believe the cameras went out? No, but I believe that the cameras were already out. I believe cameras do go out, and I believe DVR systems and old archaic systems do recycle their videos at 11:59 because I ran a shit ton of them at Hollywood Video and other retail stores where the same thing happened. Is it wonky? Yeah. Is it strange? Sure. But sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. Experts have looked at the medical reports and said that all signs point to homicide. No, they didn't say all signs pointed to homicide. Some of the doctors have said independent autopsies from his brother did say that it looked like that the actual the esophagus and the bones in the neck were cracked, and the hemorrhaging around that could possibly have not been caused by what they said it was. And other coroner reports say that it would. I don't know what to tell you. I wasn't there. I don't know. Could Epstein have killed himself? Sure. Could somebody have murdered him? Also sure. It's a prison, and you get pedophiles and child rapists are often killed in prison. I don't know what else to say. There's a lot easier ways to kill him before he goes in and testifies and turns state's evidence. It looks like somebody may have gotten him, or he killed himself because he didn't want to be raped by Bubba and murdered in prison, which was absolutely going to happen to him. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I guess you could put him in ADSEC for the rest of his time, but I don't think that the prosecutors were looking to put him in ADSEC. Do I think he would have went into general pop? Probably. And if he would have went in general pop, he would have been a pincushion. And if he was in ADSEC, how long would that last? Unless he turned state's evidence and unless he started rolling over on people, I don't think they would have given him ADSEC. They would have put him in general pop and he would have been dead within 6 months. So I don't know what to tell you, man. All I know is that just because I don't have the information doesn't mean I make it up until I feel better about it. I can only go on facts. That's it. JD still will donate $20. That's it. All right. So thank you, JD, for all the Gryffindors and fumble sores, isn't it?
Griffin whores.
Did you say? I said Griffin whores.
I thought you said Gryffindors.
I don't know. Maybe I did. Bubba says easy, Matthew. I don't know. Easy what?
Oh, because you said that Bubba was going to do some funny things to Epstein.
Wonder if Tulsi is going to drop a bombshell. That's what they keep saying. But I think is it Axelson who keeps saying that? I had the video on it last week. No, that's Axelrod. It's Morrison. I don't know. He's from that. I saw the video too. Here's the thing. Tulsi Gabbard is worried about her husband. Tulsi Gabbard, supposedly this raid took place. I think there's a lot of disinformation about Tulsi Gabbard right now. Even if she is going to do this giant bombshell, why?
What's the point?
Yeah, what's the point? If it's classed information, she's going to get her ass handed to her, and she's an intelligence professional. She's not going to do that.
You know,
and why doesn't the Trump department and the DOJ just go ahead and release that information? It's these grand schemes that people think that there's some sort of giant
conspiracy
something.
Theories.
This is all Q bullshit, and I don't buy into it. Just because you don't have all the facts doesn't mean you get to go ahead and speculate until you feel good about it. It's just not the way it works.
Can't we just assume that her husband is very sick and she loves him very much and would like to be by his side? I mean, being in a presidential cabinet, I'm going to assume takes a lot of time away from home, a lot of hours.
I don't believe that either.
So
I don't believe any of that. I don't believe any of that. What I do know is that there are 4 people in the administration who've all been diagnosed with cancer, and that's a little strange. So, it's not up to me to decide. Megyn Kelly goes on to Sean Ryan and says she knows the truth as to why Tulsi left. Great, then just tell us. Put it behind a paywall.
Of course, Megyn Kelly did.
Listen, did Tulsi? There was a lot of hesitation that I had about Tulsi Gabbard, and I told you, why are you guys trusting a lifelong progressive who was the second most
progressive leaning representative that the U.S. Senate and Congress has seen in 20 years outside of Elizabeth Warren, Amy Klobuchar, AOC, and Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris and Bernie Sanders. So Tulsi Gabbard was a lifelong conservative. She wanted gun control. She wanted smaller national defense. She believed in abortion. She believed in cashless bail. She believed in a mandatory minimum wage. She believed in restricting mandatory sentencing and encouraging mail-in ballots. I mean, if you go read her shit, it's literally like progressives are us. But I also know her husband's been diagnosed with bone cancer, and that is a pretty dire diagnosis, and it's serious and it's quick, and I believe that that's partial truth. Do I believe that there's rumors that she possibly could have had files and other things, and there was a raid on her office? I don't know. I don't base things off of supposition. Otherwise, 9/11 would all have been an inside job. You know, the USS Liberty was the Jews attacking the U.S. on purpose, that they stole nuclear secrets to build their nukes, that they've been trying to take over the entire world and were responsible for the Bolshevik Revolution. And Joe Biden is a clone who, and the real one is in Guantanamo Bay, and so is Hillary Clinton, and that President Biden wasn't the president because there was only 20 guns fired instead of 21. And if I believed all the bullshit, then I would never have a show, because I would literally just be peddling lies like Candace Owens. So there's the answer to your question. Cashless bail means that Mello donated $103.48. Congrats to the Spear family. E-rocked it. Great new donation message. Thank you so much, Mel.
Thank you, ma'am.
So cashless bail means that you can't pose, you can no longer hold someone on cash. And you can only hold, I believe that's basically the message. That bond works. Cashless bail says that you put a dollar amount to somebody's bail. You can no longer impose that. And that limits people from being held, because if it's not something you can use to hold people, it is going to release more people on the street. So when you look at the overall definition of it, here's the traditional. Judge sets the bail for $5,000. If the defendant pays it, they go home until trial. If they can't afford it, they stay in jail. So what you're saying is that you cannot impose that penalty onto them. So without that, they get to go home free. Under cashless bail, judges focus on whether the person is endangered to community or flight risk. If it's low level, it's nonviolent. Offenders are released without paying money. Serious offenders can still be held without bail. And that's basically what it is. You can't impose bail restrictions on people. That's horrible. And it creates recidivism, and it releases criminals into the populace to commit again, because there's no incentive or disincentive to jump a court date or not show up for a court hearing, because you've got $1 million bail and you've got $100,000 you had to put up.
And it also is going off of the judge's opinion,
right,
and what he or she thinks of the criminal.
Right.
And we already know what these judges think.
Yeah.
I mean, every single one, the dude who stabbed Irina, the dude who set the lady on fire, the other dude who set another dude on fire. I mean, all these were repeat offenders, and they got out on cashless bail.
60 and 70 felonies, and
they were still out. I mean, what do these judges deem a danger to society?
Correct.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense, and they absolutely need some sort of thing to go off of, so it's not the judge's opinion.
Right. I mean, it's like mandatory minimum sentencing.
Mm-hmm.
If you rape a kid, you get 50 years. Well, these progressive judges go, well, this person was black and it was hardship, so they fucked a kid because they had a hard life. Get my point? Stuff like that.
Exactly.
Jesse Waters hits the streets. An actual person who is not Jesse Waters, but is on the Jesse Waters show, hits the streets of LA to talk about LA and see what people think about it. Bubba comes in. Dumb flicks. Fight Bubba blasphemy. # $30. Thank you, Bubba. We appreciate the donation. This helps. Yeah, we listen, it takes time, it takes money, and we do this show and you guys keep it going. So thank you.
You know, when Jesse Waters was on the Bill O'Reilly show and he'd go out in the street and that's what this guy does for Jesse Waters now that he has his own show. I think his name's Johnny.
Okay, well, let's listen to Johnny, see what he says.
This is funny.
What makes you angry about LA?
Kind of smell like shit, but it's alright. Homeless on every corner. LA isn't a city, it's a public toilet at this point.
I don't want to walk to my car and go, oops, I stepped in human feces.
Actually, I'm not angry about LA. There's traffic, but it's been like that forever.
There's homelessness, but it's been like that forever.
Yeah.
Poverty, period. The potholes. What is Mayor Bass doing to solve these problems?
No, I didn't hear nothing. No,
Ain't
no
no
change.
Nothing.
Still smell like I haven't seen none.
I wonder sometimes.
Who were you voting for?
Bass.
Right. Nothing that Bass has done, but you're going to vote for her.
I'm not even voting.
Does it matter? It really doesn't matter. Spencer Pratt. Spencer Pratt. We're going to have a Pratt Daddy summer, I'll tell you that.
He actually tells us the truth. He tells you the real hard truth of what's going on. Karen Bass.
What is Karen Bass's greatest accomplishment?
Removing the homeless.
Yeah, she did a great job with that.
I did. I believe so. Do you agree?
No.
Absolutely not.
It's been a year and a half since the Palisades fire, and practically nothing has been rebuilt. If this was a year and a half ago, I would be in someone's house right now. Did Karen Bass do a good job handling the Palisade fires?
Absolutely not. She wasn't even here.
She could have done a better job of throwing a ball from here to China.
She didn't do a great job.
So just so we're counting, can't name an accomplishment of Karen Bass, didn't do a good job in the fires, but she's still your girl.
She's still my girl.
Nithya Raman.
Never heard of her.
She says she has the solution to stopping wildfires, stopping backyard barbecues.
I'm African American, I'm whole black. We gonna barbecue regardless.
What? Now you can't do that.
Enough said.
Pratt says he just wants you to go get a matcha without having to step on human poop. Is that how low the bar is here in LA?
I have thrown away 3 pairs of shoes for stepping actual human feces.
You do have to watch your step. These people that want to vote for Karen Bass are ramen noodles. You want to step in poop?
That's all of us.
He says nobody is fixing LA's problems. Is he right?
I didn't see nothing get fixed.
He's right.
I look at Spencer Pratt, I see myself. I see somebody who has directly been affected by the leadership. You can't solve everything overnight.
She's been mayor for 4 years.
Okay, touche, you got me on that one.
Karen Bass said by 2026 there'll be zero homelessness. Does this look like zero homelessness? How's the homeless situation here?
Bad. The other day I saw a naked man.
It's everywhere. I mean, go down the street right here, you'll see a crackhead running.
It's now a druggy situation.
I just seen a homeless person, like 10 different homeless people around the corner.
Karen Bass said by 2026 there'd be zero homelessness in LA.
Karen Bass lied her ass off. Maybe December 31st, 2026.
When you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time.
Here in LA, if you need to throw something away, look no further than to the ground.
All right, listen, LA's a shithole. That's it. And California's a shithole. If you like rundown, old infrastructure, paint that's sun bleached, dirty, gross, expensive, congested, then California's your place. If you don't like those things, then don't live in California. And I am a California native. I lived there 18 years the first time. I lived there 5 years the second time. And I will tell you that it's a shithole. And I will never live in California again. There's no way you could pay me any amount of money to live in California. I would never live there again.
Nope.
Even in Bakersfield, which I love the people, that is miserable as hell too. It's a dry, miserable experience. And it sucks.
Yes.
It's just dirty.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's just like you leave and like you go outside and you feel like you got hepatitis. That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay. Nithya Raman, this is the one who I showed you. Folks, donations are available if you don't have a second. Listen, I love the fact that when we hit it, people kind of want to stop. Don't. Keep it going. Let's keep going. We got to grow. This is the best way to grow, is we can put more money. I had to cut back on advertising a little bit. It's just a little bit of a tight month last month. So we're hoping to, we're out of the tax season. Now it's June and we're ready to start really cooking. Let's start hitting it again. Let's start having those big nights. We love those nights. They really help. Let's get into Nithya Raman. This is the one with the tent city. Remember when the actors came in and they built a fake tent city right outside of her house, and she was very upset about it. But remember when they put a homeless shelter right next to a elementary school, she said it wasn't a big deal and people were really pissed. Here is her reaction to this.
I'm wondering if you support 4118 around schools and daycares.
Well, I already voted against it, because it doesn't work. I mean, it's like, I don't think a kid's going to be safer because a tent is 500 feet away from a school. It just doesn't.
Woke up this morning to a sound of commotion outside of my window, and I looked out the window and I realized that there were people setting up what was, I think, a fake encampment, like a homeless encampment outside of my house. Multiple people gathered there filming it to make shooting something with cameras and things like that outside of my house. I have two little kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
They didn't see it, luckily, this morning. But, I feel badly that I'm even subjecting them to that at all.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be such a D-bag. I mean, but apparently her kids don't go to that elementary school where she put the homeless shelter.
They should have taken a poop on her house steps. I'm telling you, it just really sent a message home. Method acting's good, but there's nothing like
going in and really doing it.
Like getting the smell and the stench and the overall, the feel of the moment, right? Method acting's good, but realism just kind of makes it more genuine. Leaving a few needles on there and maybe go ahead and leaving a bag of crack, for the kids to find. Little stuff.
Absolutely.
Obviously, she doesn't want that. Moving on. Send in Springsteen. This is interesting. You found a video about, I guess, Iran, that President Trump, this is from probably the Babylon Bee.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is.
Yes. It took me a minute, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
Springsteen into Iran."
I love how they do their videos because they make it look real.
Yeah,
this
really
looks
good.
like a real news channel.
No, they're really good. Sorry, she was kneeling the chair. Here it is. Send in Springsteen.
As tensions continue to rise in the Middle East, President Trump has issued a dire warning to the Iranian leaders that if they do not agree to his demands, he will send Bruce Springsteen to perform in their country. Trump told the IRGC in no uncertain terms that if the Strait of Hormuz is not fully reopened, U.S. military forces will load Springsteen onto a helicopter, fly him over to Iran, and deploy him to play a massive show in the streets of Tehran.
Frankly, I don't want to send Bruce over there. I love the Iranian people. No one should be hurt like that. But this is war. War is ugly, like Rosie O'Donnell, very ugly. This is your final warning.
Human rights attorneys denounced the move, saying that forcing anyone to listen to Bruce Springsteen's music amounts to a war crime.
Sending the boss to perform for an innocent civilian population is a clear violation of the Geneva Conventions as written. Well, just put yourself in the shoes of an Iranian. He's going about his day in Tehran, and all of a sudden a man with a guitar shows up, and he's just playing Dancing in the Dark. I mean, that would scare anybody, especially someone from the third world.
For their part, the Iranian people responded to the news by openly weeping in the streets and tearing their clothes, begging Trump not to go through with the attack.
خواهش میکنم این کار وحشتناک رو نکنید.
Jews tear their clothes, but that's okay.
سر رهبران ما خالی کنید. ما رو مجبور نکنید به موسیقی پیرمرد شیطان سفید گوش بدیم.
نه اسپرینگتین، هر کسی جز اسپرینگتین. کیتی پری رو بفرستید، بیلی آیلیش رو بفرستید، اصلا یوتو رو بفرستید. اونا حتی میتونن فقط آهنگای آلبوم پاپ رو اجرا کنن. ما برامون مهم نیست. ما تسلیم نخواهیم شد. مهم نیست بروس اسپرینگستن چند تا ترانه بخونه. ما
Coming up next, UK authorities have issued a stern warning to their citizens to stop being stabbed by the Muslims.
Stop being stabbed by the Muslim. No, I think I know it's the Jews that tear their clothes. I think that was a knock. I think that was a jab at them.
No. There are certain sects of Muslims that tear their clothes too. Okay. So it's solid. It's the Babylon Bee. They are excellent at what they do, for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I was like, we have to show that.
Oh, of course. I have not had a chance to watch this, but Bill Maher sat down with Spencer Pratt from Los Angeles, who's running for mayor, who's going up against Bass. And this is, I don't know what it is. It might be good, might be bad. We don't know. Let's find out.
Give them the opportunity then to have a job. Ready for the best part? 60% of the people in Los Angeles that are experiencing homelessness, they're ready. No, they're not from California. They've been brought here by NGOs that profit off of this homeless industrial complex. Medicaid.
Wait. They've been brought here?
They've been brought here.
Who did that?
Body brokers bring these people here.
From where?
All across the country. If you're an addict, you can come to LA and get these rehabs and use your Medicaid. You have a social security.
It's also, if you're going to be, shall we say, outdoors your whole life, it's better to be here than in Minneapolis.
100%. So a lot of these
I think that's part of the attraction. I don't know if this is a big plot. Do you think this is a big...
There's a big part where this is, like, I talk to these people who are now sober, off fentanyl, off meth, and they say they got literally brought here through a rehab, trying to get off drugs. Their money runs out, boom, left on the street. This is multiple stories of this. So that's
that Tim Waltz. He never stops being evil.
So
fucker, sending the fucking people.
I don't know what state they're from exactly, but they're not from LA. So again, whether they go to this amazing facility that we have that has all these resources for treatment, not let you die in your feces on fentanyl, but you may want to go back to Oklahoma. And we help facilitate getting you, now that you're sober, you probably have a mom. You probably have because if you don't, I was in South Central.
So I know this is true because when I sought help when I was in California with non-insurance means, these were available in Palmdale. These were available in Orange County. These were available in Riverside. These were available in Fresno, where $35,000 cash and you would be able to enter a rehab clinic that was completely separate from your insurance. And insanity. And this is what happens. It's a money-making business. And a lot of people don't have the insurance that will cover rehab, and they have to pay out of pocket. So I did it myself for 2 months in my room, and that was it. And it sucked, and it was horrible. Hardest, most darkest time of my life. But it was either that or find a way to come up with $35,000 and go into rehab to one of these clinics that, you know, wasn't the golden shady acres rehabilitation clinic. It was like the Timu rehabilitation clinics. So something to think about. Folks, we just have a few more minutes and then we're going to get out of here. We have hit goal, but we would love for that number just to be rounded. If there's anybody out there who really likes round numbers. Ash
Why
agrees.
are you barking?
She does it. She goes over there and barks. She wants us to get out of the room.
No, we're not opening the door. You can walk around.
She wants us to get out of the room. Right, Ash? She wants us out of the room.
She wants us to go sit on the couch.
She knows it's 9 o'clock. She's ready to go. She's like, I'm ready. Let's go. Just be patient. Here is Adam Carolla on The View of why they can't have anyone on their show who's informed.
Here's the problem. The problem is they have horrible, illy sorted, bad ideas that are either just sort of lies or they don't really comport with any reality. Right. You know, they go, well, J6 was 10 times worse than the Summer of Love, and then they all nod.
Right.
And there's not one person there that raises their hand and goes, what the fuck are you talking about? That's insane.
Correct.
But if there is one person that actually has facts and data, and from anything from J6 to COVID or any of that, you will watch one person whoop up on 4 people because 4 people who are wrong still can't match one person who is right. So they can't have somebody who's going to show up with a lot of information.
Correct. Simple. That's why they get rid of everybody who has actually halfway decent, or they turn them into a bleeding heart liberal. That's the way this works. You take a look at Meghan McCain when she was on it. And they got to her after enough time where they finally just browbeat her until she stopped arguing anymore. And she started agreeing with everything they said. You take a look on the Five. You know, Juan Williams was fired not because he gave in, but because he would go and express liberal talking points that were completely bullshit, and he would not relent. And finally, Greg just wanted to rip his face off.
So did I.
Yeah, because that's all he would do. Jessica Tarloff does the same thing. She has moments where she kind of appeases, but she goes there and it spits out her talking points no matter what. And it
spins them.
Yeah, that's the problem, you know? I mean, you don't have to have facts. You just have to lie really well. I don't know why I feel like we're talking to an empty room, even though we've got a bunch of people on. But it just seems chat's slow. People are tired.
It's Monday. It's the first of the month.
All right, then I'm going to do the last one. Okay. Get this over with. I've got some for tomorrow. Let's do this. 2 more. Jill Biden is trying to put the proverbial caca back in the horse after she said that during the debate with President Trump and Joe Biden that this was the biggest, most fearful night of her life when she thought her husband was having a stroke, and then go ahead and say that she was going to take him to IHOP and how well he did. Joe, you did so good. Here's your treat, Joe. Here you go.
Days and weeks after that, you continued to insist that the president was fine. How do you square thinking that he may have had a stroke with what you were saying in the days and weeks after? How do you square those?
Well, look, Craig, look at it from my point of view. So I'm watching, just like everybody else was, scared to death, like what is going on? He gets off the stage. I see he appears to be okay. He says to me, Jill, I really, in other words, messed up, didn't I? And I said, yes, you did. And so we get off, and I know we're going into another event, or we have 2 more to do. And my mind is racing. What do I say to him? What do I say to him? I'm his wife. I've got to lift him up. So we go to the next event, and I'm thinking, what do I say that will lift him up? That is true. I want to say the things that are true. And so I said, you know, you answered every question. My mind's racing. You know,
that's a pretty low bar.
Well, and so, I had to sort of lift him up. I mean, I'm his wife. I'm not going to get out on the stage there and say, Joe, you really screwed that up. I mean, and we have all our supporters there. So, that's who we are. I mean, as I had to support him, I couldn't come out and, really publicly say, Joe, you did a terrible job in that debate.
You could have just not said anything at all.
Yeah.
You could have just not said a word. And you could have taken your husband to the hospital because you thought he had a stroke. Yeah. And since when do you think your loved one's having a stroke and you ask them, are you having a stroke? And they're like, no, it sounds fine. Because that's the way Joe Biden taught.
I have no idea what he said.
If you think your loved one's having a stroke, you don't ask them, are you having a stroke? You ask them some basic things. Please say 1, 2, 3. Please tell me your birthday. What color is the sky? And when they say tapioca, tapioca, and tapioca, you get them to the fucking hospital. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, everyone know how to handle people who have a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Shazbach. He sounds fine.
Sounds good to me. Let's go to the Waffle House.
Let's go to the Waffle House and get some ice cream. Give me a break. Last one. You know Antifa? You know the people who don't exist?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were just prosecuted.
Yay!
They don't exist. But it's not real. It's fake because Antifa, they don't exist. How can you prosecute people who don't exist? I know, $30 million for her bullshit book. I can write the same book. You know what I'm going to do? I take Kamala's, and then I take Hillary Clinton's, and I change the frickin' dust cover, and I got the same fucking book. It's just a bunch of garbled nonsense from a bunch of frickin' chicks.
Yeah.
Seriously, I read Hillary Clinton's book and Kamala's book. I wanted to slit my wrist to see color. Paul Rivera donated $21.10. I really like the idea of the dummies making a donation commercial. Can't get any more grassroots than that. Let's do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
You guys record it.
Come together.
Send them in.
Come together.
And Matthew will
Find out how easy it is.
everything.
Fuck that. I ain't splicing. Do it all. I'm not doing any of it. You do it. I already did one. This commercial's good for a year. You want something new? Make it yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Antifa convicted. Here we go.
Several suspects are now in custody after a Texas police officer was shot in the neck while responding to a call outside of an ICE facility. So it happened in Alvarado, which is near Fort Worth. This was over the holiday weekend, and Jonathan Hunt is following this story for us. Hi, Jonathan.
Good morning, Dana. This all played out in the late evening of July 4th outside the Prairieland Detention Center in Alvarado. Police officers responded to a call about a suspicious person outside the center. When they arrived, they saw someone who appeared to have a gun. One of the Alvarado officers tried to talk to that person, and at that point, several other people opened fire on the officer, who was hit in the neck. He was treated at a local hospital and has since been released. Officers arrested a number of people at the scene. A motive for the attack is still being investigated, but the Department of Homeland Security said a group of more than a dozen people had slashed tires of federal vehicles and damaged security cameras at the ICE facility. There was also another attack on an ICE facility in Portland, Oregon, Friday night, a facility that has been the site of an ongoing protest for several weeks. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche wrote on
You guys remember when we
Saturday
covered this? I just wanted to follow back up that all of them, all 9 of them, have been convicted. Their charges are different, but they were all found guilty.
Good.
And once again, I think that's like the, 200 some odd conviction of Antifa.
But yet they don't exist.
Yep. Melanie says, Matt, did you see France? Yep, a couple times. Have no desire to go back. I think your question has to do with the revolution going on. It's France. It's a revolution happens every 20 years, no matter what happens. It's France. That it's like they're Black Fridays. They always riot. They always protest. They always have revolutions. Viva la résistance.
Viva la résistance.
Viva la révolution. It's France. Like, I'm just like, oh, cool. Fires are burning in France again. And it's not the garbage. It's actually more revolution. It always happens. It doesn't work. They're going to be back there again, doing it again 20 years from now. Can you imagine being a politician with a 20-year shelf life? All right, guys, we're going to give you everything you need, and then just slowly deteriorates, and then they burn everything down and throw you all out. Remember, this is where they founded the guillotine. And then the person who invented the guillotine died by the guillotine. That tells you all you need to know about France, okay? Never trust the French. The French cannot be trusted. This is the truth. Either the English, too. They had a good truck stop in Alvarado. All right. Folks, that's it for tonight. We are back. Who's coming in tomorrow, honey?
Leroy.
Leroy Jenkins will be in the house. Liv, give him the shots of who's
coming.
and
I'm back to my Monday, Wednesday, Fridays because baseball playoffs are here. So.
Yes. Friday night, we have Damani and I here. The playoffs, unfortunately, are starting, and I am not going to be able to go. But hopefully he wins, and then when would the next playoff day be?
It would be Monday, and then the championship game would be Thursday.
Okay, all times I can't make it. Okay. Anyway, Damani Felder. Then we've got. Go ahead, Liv. Give us the rundown.
So Damani will be here on Friday next week, the 10th. Ryan Weaver will be here 19th. Dave Bondi. Then Damani will be back on the first Friday of the month. Gary Brugman is ex Border Patrol, who was pardoned by Trump. And then July 8th will be Tim Brown, who was a New York City firefighter in Tower 2 when it collapsed.
That's going to be a good one. Got a lot going on, folks. Do us a favor. Please stop by the Dumb Show. Pick yourself up a hat, some stuff like that. The 250 celebration shirts are available if you want to go get one. We keep selling these like crazy, so please go and get one. I'm thinking about doing a 250 celebration blanket. They have beach towels and stuff like that. Thinking about doing a couple of other things, but we'll let you know. We will keep you posted on Ethan's games and let you know where he's at. Playoffs start Friday. Yep. And that's pretty much it. Last word.
Thank you for the kind words for our new video.
Yeah. Nice legs.
New donation. Yeah, I've heard that. Thanks.
Yep.
Appreciate it. I should have worn pants.
Go Knights. I watched them win for you. I'm watching them. Knights have a... I will tell you this. Carolina's not injured. And I think the Knights are going to suffer the exact same thing Colorado did, a very tired Vegas team that had to face a very beat-up Colorado Avalanche team. When that injury report comes out, it's not going to be pretty. I would say 8 players from the Avs had broken something or will require surgery, including Cale Makar, Nathan McKinnon, Manson. I think Landy was suffering. I think Kadri had a broken hand.
He had a broken hand in the last Stanley Cup run.
I think Malinsky was also hurt, and Nichushkin was obviously hurt, broken something or other. The Avs were banged up. Minnesota, that series was absolutely punishing. The Kings series was punishing, and the Avs ran out of gas. The Knights are good, but this is not. Carolina is not where the Avs were, and Carolina is an extremely good team who undressed Montreal, who was relatively healthy. Yes, they had a easy first and second round, but don't kid yourself. They've lost 1 game. The Knights are going to have a very tough series. I think it's going to be a great series, and I'm going to enjoy it. So, all right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. And Leroy and I, God bless. Take it easy.
See you Wednesday.
See ya. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe.
Adjusting transmitter output. This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.